Hi everyone, I'm Chris Gonzalez, owner of the Movement Training Company, and I wanted to shoot this quick video to share with you a little bit about what I do and why I do it. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not in a studio with perfect sound and perfect lighting, and I'm probably going to be slipping and sliding and huffing and puffing a little bit as I walk through the woods, but I just can't help but take advantage of a perfect mountain day like today, so thanks for bearing with me. So, what is the Movement Training Company all about? Well, in short, I teach humans to move like humans again. Now, for that to make any sense, let me give you some context. Basically, we live in a culture where we don't move or use our bodies the way that humans are required to move in order to thrive. And because of this, our health, our fitness, and our athletic potential all suffer. So, I teach bodyweight exercises and movement principles designed to retrain the body to reflexively do what is biologically required and wired to do, which not only helps people feel better, but perform better as well. So whether I'm working with an Olympic level athlete, someone who's been in chronic pain for years, or someone who just wants to be able to get on the floor and play with their grandkids, by improving their baseline human movement capabilities, they're going to be able to do whatever it is they want to do better. Now, I know that sounds too good to be true, and it kind of sounds a little bit like an infomercial, but let me share with you a brief background of me and where I'm coming from with this. So about 9 years ago, I threw up my back and I was bedridden. I went and I saw all the specialists from all the different disciplines that I could. And while they got me out of bed, which I'm eternally grateful for, I couldn't do any of the things that I loved anymore. And I couldn't even walk, sit, or stand without being in pain. And the worst part was, some of them even told me that that's just how life was, and that's part of growing up. And at that point, I was in my early 20s. I mean, who gets told that chronic pain is just life now in their 20s? Well, as you might have guessed, I wasn't willing to take that as an answer. So I set out on a journey to learn how to fix myself instead. I traveled the country, I studied under brilliant doctors and biomechanists and chiropractors, and learned about this fundamental breakdown of movement patterns that's culture-wide. And that's what was causing my personal issues and so many other people's issues. And like I said, it spreads the whole gambit of the population, from Olympians to people in pain who haven't moved for years of their lives. So once I learned to address this underlying movement pattern breakdown, it took me all of 2 weeks to get out of pain. It was crazy because people told me I couldn't get out of pain, and it took 2 weeks. I went from being able to ride my bike for 1 mile and hurting to 10 plus miles and being in no pain. And not only that, my performance improved as well. The sports that I did before the injury, I actually got better at. A prime example is one of my things of choice is called slacklining. Think of it as a tightrope, but instead of being tight, it's actually loose and bouncy so you can jump on it, land on it, that sort of thing. Well, before the injury, I could do my 50-foot line 2 or 3 times out of 10. After those 2 weeks of those exercises, correcting the underlying movement pattern breakdown, I was able to do it 9 out of 10 times consistently. It blew my mind, and I was so impressed by it that I knew I had to learn more, and I had to start teaching other people. So I continued to study under these thought leaders that are taking the most current science and the most current understanding of the human body and applying it. And studying under them so that I could then teach other people. And ever since 2013, I've been teaching people how to move like humans again. So that's a brief look at what it is. I know it's a brand new paradigm. It might not make a whole lot of sense, but if you do want to learn more, I actually offer free consultations where I get a chance to sit down, explain my philosophy, my movement-based approach to biological health. And I get to explain that to people and also sit down and talk with you and see where you're coming from, see what your goals are, see what your dreams are, and see if we'll be a good fit. Because honestly, not everyone is a good fit. There's no high pressure sales, nothing like that. It's just a conversation. We can even come do it on a hike if you want. just a chance for us to connect, for you to see where I'm coming from and to understand a little bit more about what I mean when I say optimal human movement. So if you're interested in that, feel free to reach out. I'll link my website below or my Facebook page. You can shoot me a message on here, leave a comment, whatever is easiest for you. And the best part is, if you don't want to come on a hike with me, I actually offer in-home consultations and in-home training. So you don't have to come out in the snow if you don't want to. I'll actually come to you. Now, I also have a private studio here in Woodland Park that I teach out of, if that's more your speed. And for those of you who are only here part of the year, I also offer online Skype training sessions where I can train people anywhere in the world that there's internet access. Just last week, I was teaching a chiropractor about feet who lives in New York. And so with the gift of technology, we're able to do so much more now. And I also do have pre-recorded programs for those of you who aren't looking for something that is one-on-one and personalized. You'll get a lot from that, but of course it's always best to work with someone that can specifically cater things to your body. So this was going to be a short video. It's gotten pretty long now, so I'll cut it out now, but thanks so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and feel free to shoot me any questions. I'm an open book and I'd love to chat. Thanks for watching. See you later.